Wow, that is white.
Okay, well, listen. By the way, first and foremost, we got to say that this is a crazy combo of commentators right here.
Yes.
Portugal, Colombia. Getting ready.
We shouldn't even be friendly right now.
We shouldn't be friendly right now. And we're getting ready for the game tomorrow. And then we just thought, this is why Norway, listen, France got a great team because they colonized a lot of places.
Yeah.
Right? You look at the Belgium, you look at the French, the Portuguese, great teams because of the colonization.
Yeah, look at the colors.
Like the Norwegians, But you don't want to piss them off. You don't want to piss off the Norwegians because next thing you know, they're raping and pillaging again.
Yeah. Next thing
Don't call it a comeback.
France's team, though, literally
is brutal.
Bro, they can
diabolical.
Their third team will be Colombia's team. This is not good, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah. Like France's team is all every name isn't even French. That's just refugees. That's second generation refugees. All of France's team.
Africa United, but in France.
Bro, 100%. Have you been to France?
I actually have not, but I've.
Dude, you go to Paris, and it's it's all Senegalese. It's that's the thing, like that. There's something, but the French have a better relationship with the colonies than like a lot of Belgian players. They're of Congolese descent, but they're never hanging out.
Right.
They're never hanging out. By the way, I have to say, I hate this hydration break.
It's so stupid.
I was listening to
Bro, some of the teams get a flow, and then you have to stop. What do you mean? You just started getting like the flow going.
Well, this actually really works really well for the teams that press a lot because the others could be like, just stay alive until the hydration break.
Yeah. And then they get fucking relaxed.
This is great for Norway because France presses so much that they're like, oh, we got a break. The one thing that really fucked me with it was the fact that I was listening to an American commentator, and he was like, all right, we're going to go into the fourth quarter now. And be like, bro, shut up.
Fourth quarter.
There's no fourth quarter.
I was picturing if Jamaica was in the World Cup, their hydration would definitely be getting high. Smoke the weed and tell me as them I bleed.
Yeah.
Look at these Norwegian guys.
I'll tell you what, though. Can we just agree that the real winner of the World Cup is David Beckham?
David Beckham is making money.
In every single ad.
Every commercial.
Every commercial is David Beckham. He's a sir now, I think.
Yeah, Sir David Beckham.
Is he Sir David Beckham?
Probably. He should be by now.
Yeah, he's a sir. And he's, making so much money. And you see Gianni Infantino, the president of FIFA. I miss Sepp Blatter.
Bro, I know. We missed that shadiness. We need that.
Bro, you know what? No, because here's the thing. Gianni is shady, but at least Sepp was openly corrupt.
That's what I'm saying. We missed that.
I like sort of. He was a Berlusconi type character.
Yeah.
I like a Berlusconi type character. He's corrupt, but he'll tell you some stories.
He's a Trump.
Dude, but Trump is not. He won't entertain you. Where Berlusconi will.
Right.
Food in.
Yeah. He'll host you.
He'll host you.
Yeah.
Until he asks you for money.
Yeah.
So,
sick.
Dude, this match break brought to you by Powerade.
Brought to you by Lenovo.
Fucking, they've started sponsoring things in the U.S. that I've never seen before. They were like, the kickoff brought to you by Lenovo. And like,
the whistleblower.
You know what? I don't think Lenovo brought the kickoff.
Yeah.
I think the kickoff was happening before Lenovo got involved.
I know why football, though, is not blowing up in America, and I think it's the way they throw the ball when it goes out of bounds. It's so not American. It's very... Does anybody in Europe throw anything like that? Because I don't think anywhere in the world does anybody throw...
Dude, have you been to any European nation? There's always a lot of hand movement going on in anything that we do.
It's very YMCA.
Yeah, what do you think would be needed to really get Americans?
They got to go in the inner city kids, number one. They got to hit up these inner city kids. I grew up with kids. I'm serious, though. My boy was half Brazilian, half Italian, nasty soccer player. But he didn't...
So one half's got a chance of getting in the World Cup.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe bringing up the fact that he was half Italian was a bad idea. But, these kids, they're all mixed kids. They need 100%. They need that creativity.
And also, that's the thing is like, America's got too much money. You need real poverty.
Yeah.
To create great players.
They gotta go.
Like that's the thing of like why Brazil is so good.
Yeah.
These guys would be they were already amazing players.
They
and
had
they're
to
just-
make it.
And they were just playing with like a bunch of socks tied in together.
Yeah.
By the time they got a ball, they were like, "Oh my god!" You ever seen those videos of Ronaldinho playing when he was like 7?
Bro,
Ooh.
the thing is, they have favelas. That's where they got all the poor kids who needed to make it. We got the projects, so we need.
Yeah,
project
well,
kids.
you gotta switch the basketball.
Yeah.
Or obviously, like there's not switch, but maybe move some over. Like early days, go to some kids, be like, "You're not gonna make it in basketball."
Look at Norway about
But
to
we
score.
can.
That kid is nasty.
Oh.
Whoever that look, and if you notice, the one brown kid on Norway is a menace.
No, he's 100%.
He has not
great.
stopped torturing France.
His name's Bob,
He's nasty.
Jamaican.
Is he really?
No, I don't know. I'm just
He looks Eritrean. That's what he looks like to me.
Bro, he looks Eritrean.
Yeah, you know that.
That is like the most niche.
He looks very
It's like
He does,
I've never
though.
heard someone say this motherfucker looks Eritrean.
He looks Eritrean. He is. That motherfucker. I know my Eritreans. Shout out.
Bob with double B.
Yo, when you live in New York, though, you really start to pinpoint. Like, I can tell who's Korean. You know, people are like, oh, Asians
Really?
look the same. I can tell when the Korean.
You can spot a South
Chinese.
Sudanese.
I can spot a South Sudanese. They're a little taller than the North.
I've got a friend of mine who's a comedian. He's Sudanese, and I only know he's Sudanese because he's black. But when I say black,
But
bro, black.
like, I know. what you mean.
He's like he's
Oh no.
like he's like
It's like French national
oh
team.
god, I'm
black.
forgetting the word. Like what's that thing that you get if you've been a bad person for Christmas? Bad kid for Christmas?
Well, I used to get
The thing
beat.
that
a
used to get a
beating, a black beating, black and blues.
no, dude, the thing they used to use for the trains. Coal.
Coal, yeah, coal.
Yeah.
Oh, like black.
He's black.
Okay.
Yeah, and apparently you told me that's very like Sudanese.
Oh yeah, because I know what you mean. When it's like it's like almost purple. They have like a different skin tone. This is sounding very racist, so I'm gonna stop talking. But what about soccer? Look at Visa.
Do you know
Visa?
Ooh.
But nobody has their Visa.
Do you know what I think though is the advantage of this is a great advantage of being new to America is I don't know what are the things that you're meant and not meant to say. So you know,
You're all like, oops. For you, it's oops.
well, yeah, it's also the fact that is like I think it's these things are more of a faux pas here.
God, foul.
That's a faux pas.
The yellow card is my favorite part. The ref feels like such
Do you know?
a badass.
Do you know what my favorite part of the World Cup is? These cameramen whose job is only to find the hottest women in the audience.
They do pretty
and
good.
then they blow up these girls,
They do pretty good.
bro.
Once in a while, they'll focus on a troll, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong? This guy gotta get fired.
And you always see it on the feed the next day.
yeah,
They're like girls will be like, "Oh my god, I got spotted at the World Cup."
yeah. This thing's hilarious. They do this
The
whole
rowing?
thing, yeah. The thing is, there's a guy behind you because they go on each other's backs. It's a little
Oh,
paw.
oh, look at the guy. She was like, the girl was about to like blow up on socials tomorrow. The guy's like, "Come here, give me a kiss."
Yeah,
just so that everybody knows
Yeah.
that she's taken.
She's taken.
Beautiful.
Listen,
Norwegian. Have you been to Norway?
I have not.
Norway.
I don't even want to know.
Unreal, beautiful people. But just in general, beautiful people.
Oh, like bring up. Oh yeah, look. Hold on. How do I make this like higher? Yeah. And then the U.S. What do you, as a Portuguese, and I'm an American who supports Colombia till I die. I was the U.S. won their first 2 games, and I was happy to see that.
Yeah, and it was unlucky yesterday with Turkey.
Can I tell you?
Just that last minute game from Turkey. It was, but you guys have been playing. U.S. has been playing well.
No,
you know,
yeah.
if Portugal gets knocked out, I'm gonna, you know, as a new resident of the United States,
Okay.
I'm gonna back the U.S.
Yes, thank you. That's what I mean. Colombia's first, but I'm all up on U.S.'s shit. I'll tell you the truth, though. I knew United States was going to lose yesterday, and it's not because they're bad players. It's because Turkish is overall probably a Muslim country, to my knowledge. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they are. And you think they're going to go back to their country and lose to America in football? Hell fucking no.
Do you know there's a chance America might play Iran?
That's going to be
a crazy game. Right?
Fireworks. It's going to be
literally.
There's going to be some shock and awe. You know,
Yeah.
the U.S. campaign, like growing up as a kid, when they would bomb places, they would have names for the what they did. Like they'd be like, oh yeah, we're gonna go bomb Iraq. It's called shock and awe. And then media would
Really?
it would be, yeah, like we're gonna shock and awe them. Like we're gonna make them like, meaning we're just gonna blow the shit out of them. It was just crazy. I don't know if you knew that, but I wonder
No,
if
I
other
did not
countries
know
do.
that.
So so like their attack, let's say there's a certain in American football, there's names of the Hail Mary, the this. We had names for our attacks on other countries, and they would tell the public, and we'd all know it as like, oh, like they hyped even us up. You know what I'm talking about? That was fucked up. You know about that, Pat? Remember like shock and awe campaign and all that? Remember in the war in the Middle
Dude,
East?
I'll tell you what. Like you
that's
guys,
so fucked
you do
up.
like America does make.
killed how many
America's
people?
really good at making warfare sound really cool.
Yeah, they marketed like the way they were gonna bomb the shit out of them. Okay, you're here.
So guys, it's been a big week for the World Cup, right? Obviously, USA versus Australia. Shout out to our friend Amos Gill, who's going absolutely viral with his chants.
Amos Gill in the building. We out here. WITZ TV, holla.
Scotland, they're leaving. Most of their games have been defeats, but they're leaving winners because they've been going viral all over Boston for their shenanigans.
Yep.
They've
been selling out of beer. It's great when you see a nation live up to their stereotypes. Oh, it's the best. They're drunk because they're wearing skirts. So these guys drink. You ever get that drunk, you just end up with a skirt on?
There's going to be a Scottish baby boom in 9 months.
Oh yeah.
And of course, and in Brazil is looking tasty. Like I wasn't really too sure about this team because I was like, they've got maybe 2 star players, but ultimately they've just been destroying. Vinny Jr. Vinicius has been on fire.
On fuego, baby.
Fire all over Instagram,
caralho.
É. Shout out to Brazilian people que estão aí fazendo torcida no Facebook, no Instagram. Facebook. Instagram.
You know what's funny? I can't really do like celebrity impersonations, but I could kind of do a Brazilian guy speaking English.
Yeah. It's
like, listen, man, you're supposed to push the ball in, bro. Caralho. Que isso?
No, it's like the key to the Brazilian impersonation is you always got to add an E to the end. Hey, what a game.
Right.
What a game. Our opponents.
And they do you're supposed to, man.
Very good, very good. But that team was prepared. And we had a lot of opportunities. But also, I think it's easy to do impressions of other nations speaking English. French, classic. It's easy to do. French, we are going there. What is the word? We are going to obliterate everybody. We are going to go over to Norway and we are going to tell them what is up. That's the thing about the French. They always... oh, my God.
Senegal 4.
Iraq 0, and I'm like, oh my God, hasn't Iraq been destroyed enough?
Yeah, exactly. 4-0.
I'm like, just based on, it's like there's certain nations, or like war-torn nations, should have a limit on how many goals you can score against them.
They should have their own World Cup even. I feel like
when you put them all together, they've got a fully built stadium.
Yeah, exactly. It's fucked up. How could they compete again? Like you got, and also they're in, dude. I heard that the Iranian team's been going through it. They're putting them in the worst hotels. Like they're fucking the team over.
Really?
Yeah, I that's what I heard. And
because they're not allowed to stay inside the U.S., right?
Yeah, so they've been like, they're claiming that FIFA, or at least the United States, has been doing it on purpose, like screwing them over, which is fucked up.
Yeah, I mean the fact that they have to come in and out every day has been crazy. And the Netherlands, obviously, they're coming out on top of their.
It's about to score.
They're coming out on top of their group. And there was a guy, I don't know if you've read about this guy that has been able to make like the predictions for all the World Cup winners for the last 3.
No,
like
I know.
He's a mathematician.
The Simpsons? Bart Simpson?
Bart Simpson?
No.
Yeah, I know that guy. So this mathematician has been predicting World Cup winners, and he said this year was going to be Netherlands.
No way.
And they're looking, which is amazing because when you think of like Netherlands population, the quality of football they have for how many people they have is crazy. They probably have like the Dutch and the Belgians probably have the highest quality teams for the size of their nation.
Consider how, yeah.
Yeah.
Belgian are nasty. Yeah, you're right. Actually, maybe maybe for the Netherlands. I mean, they're very creative, and also, like you said, they get people from other countries. That's not a full Dutch team by
No.
blood.
No.
And you need a mix. Look at Colombia. We got we got some big boys in the back, and they happen to be, a little darker, but they're strong as fuck, and they're Colombian as fuck.
Yeah, but that's the thing is like rich nations will always benefit from that because there's a lot of immigration. So
Yeah.
second, third generation players will then end up playing for the team, which you won't see in Colombia maybe because there are not that many people moving to Colombia and
Yeah.
setting up shop in Colombia.
It's white guys trying to get laid in Medellin. So
Yeah.
maybe in the future we're gonna have a lot of like young white players.
Maybe we need maybe that's why maybe
gringos.
the women's team should be very good because I've heard from a few friends. I don't know. Maybe you can tell me.
The
if this
women
is
are
true,
nasty.
that when you go there and you're hooking up with a lady,
Okay.
they like lock the legs.
Oh, to
that
try to get you preggo?
To try to get you pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, see that we need to get these ladies up on the pitch. That's
Yeah.
some strong thighs right there.
Yeah, they definitely do that. But if you don't sleep with them, they'll accuse you of rape and you'll get arrested. So either way, you're fucked.
Yeah, I don't know where you're fucked.
Yeah, either way.
But you know what? Still, there's nothing more like the men still be going. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'll do it still.
But
And you'll be like,
but look
she
at
will
that.
destroy your life.
Yeah.
But
Oh, you seen that ass though?
yeah.
She got freckles.
Yeah, what's that? There's that famous the Patrice O'Neill joke
Which one was that one?
where like they'll ask the Patrice O'Neill joke is like girls you'll ask a girl like, oh my god, if you had a chance to hook up with Brad Pitt or whatever, or like a famous movie star, would you do it? And girls will be like, they're like, think about it. It's like, no, I've got a boyfriend, so I actually wouldn't. I wouldn't like, I wouldn't do that. But then dudes are like, hey, you see that toothless drug addict
Yeah.
lady by the bins, and he'd be like, I was like, would you risk it all for her?
Yeah,
And you're
exactly.
like, yeah.
Yeah. Nah, man.
I'm butchering the joke, of course, by the way, but it's so much better than what I'm saying. But I always think about that.
There's a funny one where they go to this Latino like group and nobody speaks English and they ask them in Spanish, what position? They just go, what position? And all the men are like left back, center, front, and all the women are like doggy. They all thought like sexual. That shit was funny.
That's so funny. Which, by the way, like I know Pat and the booth has been asking us for a recap of the
yeah.
World Cup for like ages, and we just go on these crazy side tangents that are so irrelevant. So Morocco also looking very good. Morocco was the surprise. I mean,
They've always had like a pretty
they knocked
decent
us
team,
down. They knocked Portugal out last time, so there's unfinished business there,
though. I feel your voice change a little on that one.
and that's pretty personal to me. But they're looking really good. They've got a good team, and
If you lose to
They're
Morocco,
really
would
good.
you be less likely to eat at a Moroccan restaurant? Is that where you're like, you know what? I don't even want fucking. You know what I mean? I don't even.
when I was like right after the thing, I went to Morocco,
Yeah.
and there's a very common
After the loss.
after the loss. Like I just had the trip booked there anyway, so I went to Morocco, and there's a very common thing when you're driving through Morocco. The cops they'll stop you and just find some whatever like imaginary issue just so you
Yeah.
pay them.
Give them $50. Yeah.
yeah, whatever. And we got stopped in the car, and they were like, "Oh, Portuguese." Well, they were like, "Well, you can go through. We've taken enough from you."
Wow.
And I was like, "Oh," and I was like, "No, just take the money. Take the bribe."
That's funny. That's fucked up.
Yeah, and so now obviously, so it's been like, who do you think
Brazil,
has been
Japan's gonna be fire.
Brazil, Japan's gonna
Is it
be good.
Japan?
Who do you think is gonna be? Who's the surprise? Who do you think is coming up as a surprise?
Surprise.
I think actually like the US might be a surprise hit.
Probably the U.S.
So the US is really shaping up to be a surprise hit. I think Bosnia, I think the US is going to win.
I watched the U.S. play, and obviously I'm born here. I've watched them since I was a child. What they did more than ever, and I'll give them props. There's a lot more passing. They pass sideways. They're in trouble. They go backward. They don't lose the ball as much, and they used to use it, and they shoot more. They don't got that Brazilian touch yet. Certain plays, they can't control it the same way, but they're looking, tactically, they're looking better, and they're fit as fuck. They're American. They're just fit. They don't stop running till the end. Like, they're strong.
Yeah, but I think actually the way teams play is super representative of the culture.
Yeah.
Like you see the Brazilian team play, and that's exactly what
Yeah.
going to Brazil is like.
Yeah.
You know, these guys are. Do you remember the Nike ads?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Joga Bonito
The airport,
ads,
the airport.
the airport, the
Yeah.
locker room. These guys are just having like a ball. And then, for example, you'll see the German team, which is just like they're just efficient.
Yeah.
It's like one touch, two touch,
Yeah.
get to the goal, score. There's not a lot of beauty in it, but
Yeah.
it gets the job done all the time. So I actually think football is a great way to soccer is a great way to see what it's a great representative of what the nations actually
For
are.
sure. I mean, the United States is a lot. That's what impressed me. They were a little more relaxed, which they usually like this, you know. And it reminds you of American, make money,
Yeah.
work. You know what I mean? Fucking everything's expensive, but they had a little more finesse. But I think in a couple World Cups, U.S. is gonna make it to the final. Mark my words. I'm gonna say.
Well, I mean,
2
the
or 3
U.S.
more.
is like a huge sports infrastructure. They have 300 million is the population in the U.S. So
Yeah.
they've got everything to become like really strong in.
Right now, there's 10-year-olds watching this. In 2 World Cups, they'll be around 18, starting to be considered for the U.S. under 19 team.
Yeah, 100%.
It's a wrap.
It's just that there isn't like the culture of. There is actually like a big culture in the U.S. of playing soccer as a kid, but then people just kind of grow out of it,
we
right?
do grow- yeah. It's oh my god, 5-0 Senegal.
5-0 Senegal.
No way.
What does this mean
Damn.
for Senegal? France wins if result holds. France wins Group 1. Norway finishes second. So
Can we check that on
Senegal
here?
goes.
Maybe we can check here.
Senegal goes into third. Senegal goes into
What am I doing wrong?
goes into third, and so we can go into round of 32.
Maybe refresh it.
Well, the game hasn't ended, so it isn't.
Hmm.
So yeah, so we are going to see. I think Senegal will continue. Senegal will continue.
That's
but
why,
that's also like these games are great because like Portugal's 5-0 against Uzbekistan was just like
That
these are
was
just
crazy.
confidence boosters
Yep.
because you know we
Not
needed
gonna
to
lie,
win that
that
game. It was surprising we tied against Congo, but so we needed that game to rebuild the
Yeah.
team to rebuild confidence. And you know how it is when you have a bad gig,
Yeah.
you need a crush
Oh yeah.
just to get back.
Get that
into
easy room
pace.
real quick. I still got it.
Still got it.
But I would say like the Congo, I think for Portugal, you know, nobody really knew about them, and they're very physically strong.
They're
So,
huge. They're
yeah,
big guys.
and so it makes sense that Portugal was like they still played well, but you know they had a little struggle but now they like if they played them again, they already got it on lock.
When also I think they didn't think they were going to be a real threat, so
Right.
they didn't prepare enough. They were like Congo barely qualified.
Yeah,
So this is also the problem is like it's the big teams actually always play well against the other big teams because they know how much they need to prepare.
yeah.
But it's the ones that they don't
Yeah, they don't-
really. They're like, yeah,
They know
no, it's
nothing
gonna
about
be
the
fine.
players. Like, where does
Yeah.
this guy play? How do you watch him? No, but I will say that also, like, you know, I play with so many different nationalities, and if an African team plays hard, strong, tries really hard, you're not gonna score on them easy.
No, because like African teams are also really physically
Yeah,
strong
yeah,
and very fit.
And fit, and,
You know,
and you
if
can
there's
dribble.
one-
You do dribble, that motherfucker's gonna fuck out of here.
If there's one thing we know about the Africans is they can run.
Oh yeah, Africa unite. No, but I want to make a team of refugees because you know they've been running their whole lives, so I feel like they could be.
Well, listen, I think there should be. I think there's like an all-star rowing team.
Yes.
The refugees.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, they'd be amazing. Okay.
You know, it's like you take the boats that survive the crossing and you pick the best rower.
Yeah.
And you put them all together.
Yeah.
No, why? That's gold medal right there. That's Olympic medal. Olympic golds.
I'm not gonna lie, the World Cup, I love the race issue. I do like when some of the teams are just pure as fuck, and it's like the whitest team. Like when Norway played, I think Senegal, and I think Norway won 3-2. I wanted to see that big Viking against the African lion, you know, like I love
Yeah.
that shit. And it's not like
Yeah.
in a racist way. It's may the best men win, but it is fun to watch because you're like, you just that's what's so beautiful about the World Cup.
Well, the World Cup has a thing which only the World Cup and the Olympics have, which every nation is allowed to be proud of their country for this month.
Yeah.
other than the World Cup and the Olympics, you never see Germans coming out with the flags.
Yeah. Germany. They don't even talk.
It's not allowed.
Yeah.
Like, it's that thing like in Germany or England, if you have the flag out in your window
like
year
weird.
round, it's like,
It's weird.
you know, it's like you're an extremist or something. But people want to be proud of their nations, but because of history, it's so hard for them to be able to do it. So during the World Cup and the Olympics is the one time where everybody kind of gets to be, you know, national.
Yeah.
And in like a good way.
Yeah.
In a good way.
It's fun. And I will say, though, growing up in America, man, there's American flags everywhere. I don't know if you ever noticed that.
Yeah,
We
I
have
have
American
noticed that.
flags everywhere.
Yeah, I have noticed that. But America is not it's not a colonizing nation. It's like a nation that freed of itself
Yeah.
of its colonizer and became a success.
I remember.
So then, like the flags always mean different things
Mhm.
depending on the history of the
Yeah.
nation.
Flag these days is kind of racist. Like if you like, I walk around like the other day, I wore a polo jacket and I have the American flag on the back. I was getting dirty looks. You go to the little hookah spot to go get your little pre-roll, and now the guy from Yemen's looking at you different. You know what I mean? I thought you were Colombian, and I don't know why he has a Spanish accent, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
France is
yeah.
about
I
to
think
score.
I think the flag is a is how the flag is allowed or seen as a
What a term.
representative of like the country's political status.
Yeah, for sure.
So
The U.S. flag is not looking good right now. The Israeli flag is not doesn't have the same oomph that it used to.
but it was never
People are like-
but it was never like a flag that was like flown around a lot.
Yeah. No, but now, like, I've noticed when people put an Israeli flag, now you have people yelling and people, there's all these
Right.
fights. I'm like, everything's fucking changing.
Yeah, 100%. I think what I love about the World Cup is it's kind of the same values that I love about being European. Is this cultural exchange? Is people learning about each other's countries and connecting, and there's something about this sort of competition that really brings people's national wanting to show other people, you know,
Yeah.
"Oh, man, try my food, try
Yeah.
this, like tell me about your country, what's it like?"
Yeah.
There's something really cool about it, and I think like the European Union is very much. Ooh,
Oh
oh
my
god, 4-1 France. Jeez, they
Damn.
obliterated.
I mean,
Norway.
no, like,
what? Like,
it
by the
was-
way, what two games? Senegal 5-0, 4-1 France.
This is
We're
crazy.
like, dude, we're getting so many goals in the World
That's
Cup.
10 goals in 2 fucking games at the same time. Look at the French people.
like-
There's so many French people in New York. It's out of
Really?
control. Oh my God. Everywhere I go, everybody's French.
But you know what the French is? They only
French.
hang out with the French.
That's what I mean. And then they go, Paris is better. Then why are you all here?
Yeah,
And I love
and-
that you're here. But
here's the thing.
Stop complaining.
The French, they love to pretend they don't know how to speak English.
That's funny.
They do. They all know, but they're just like, confused. And I was like, bro, you know exactly. I have a lot of French friends, and they do this thing where you're in a conversation with them, and you're the only non-French person, and they'll still be speaking French. Whereas every
Oh,
other
yeah.
people are like,
They'll switch.
hey, like they'll switch to English.
Yeah.
You don't get it.
French people are like, he doesn't need to know.
Yeah, the French, they have real this us against the world. Which actually I didn't know that the Statue of Liberty was a gift
Isn't
from
that
the
crazy?
French.
Yeah, I used to always joke about the
fun
Statue of Liberty because she's not happy. They sent over a woman with an attitude. She's just there.
That's funny.
Monsieur.
That's funny. That's how.
She's just there. So I was like, she should at least be a Latina, you know?
Yeah.
Motherfucker, you know, like give me the Latina
Well,
attitude.
you know, you'd need a lot of stone to make that ass.
Yeah, that's true.
Where, well, like the French, the more accurate Statue of Liberty should be her like with a cigarette with a torch
yeah.
as a lighter.
Yeah. French people are all, well, it's mostly Parisians. They're different. Because I met a girl from Nice, I remember, and she was so different than the average French person that I had met. Because that's like the California. She's like, life is perfect, positive vibes, you know, like.
And that's a wrap.
And speaking of positive vibes, Senegal.
The French are going to be very happy today.
What?
Have you seen the shirt collaborations that
No.
they've been doing? Nike. They've been doing these crazy collaborations with the teams that are also Nike, like South Korea, France.
Who's this guy?
Dembele?
No, I'm sorry. The guy that was like had his hand up his fucking thigh. There was a guy like holding on him. So wait, Norway obviously still advances,
Norway advances in second. Yep.
but who does Norway play now?
Well, I guess we're gonna find out. I guess Senegal also.
I was rooting for the little teams like Haiti, Costa Rica. I kind of wanted
Well,
to see
Cape
that.
Verde is still kind of they're the. There's always one team that becomes a story that everybody gets behind,
Yeah,
and Cape Verde I think
That's them.
is that team right now because
look.
they tied both games they've played, so they might just squeeze through to the next round.
Where's France in here? Germany. This is all confusing. This reminds me of algebra class that I fucking failed.
All right. Was anyone watching that even? 9 people.
Oh, I didn't know that was actually live. I thought we were doing a test run. Oh, that's funny. That's hilarious. I actually thought we were just doing like a practice. Oh, okay. What's up, guys? That was our first time recapping the World Cup, baby. They came? All right, guys, we gotta go.
Bro, you look
Empanadas are here.